Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube numerology segment, I'm going to be talking about the destiny number 2 in numerology. Now, the destiny number and life path number are very similar, comparable, but they're a little bit different. Life path number in numerology is more connected with our attributes, and it could indicate what things we might be do well and might be proficient in. I mean, it could be tied into it. Of course, it is the life path or mission, but the destiny number is more seems to be more connected with how you're going to get to that certain point. It could be the style or manner or method you use. It's similar. I mean, like in astrology, it's similar to the ascendant in a way, because the ascendant in one's natal chart can indicate that style or manner one goes about. There are other energies flavoring the other energies in the natal chart, but this is anyway. And I want to also talk about the destiny number in one's numerology chart. I don't believe it supersedes, surpasses the influence of the one's whole astrological chart, because of course the destiny number is one proponent in a numerology chart, while the astrology chart is comprised of many components that make up the chart itself, the astrology chart itself. But getting to the destiny number 2 in numerology, well, this seems to correlate with like a Libra type influence for whatever reason. Maybe because 2 has to do with partnering up, so to speak, doing things with another person. 1 + 1, you doing something with another. Maybe that's how it's broken down and how you can dissect it. But it also seems to correspond with the second house to some degree in astrology, because it can be connected with one's self-esteem and self-worth. And self-esteem and self-worth can figure very prominently in this destiny and of this person that has destiny number 2, because the self-esteem and self-worth, if this person ingratiates with those that have a negative influence on him or her, it could result in, you could really dramatically affect the self-esteem and self-worth, perhaps more so than the other destiny numbers. But if this person surrounds himself with the right kind of people that have a positive impact on him or her, this is where the self-esteem and self-worth could be so much better, because it seems like this person's destiny can often be dictated by others more so than the other destiny numbers. This a person could be very relationship oriented, one that may like to collaborate with others on projects and doing things, and often maybe making sacrifices for other people, and letting others' interests and activities or endeavors or what have you take precedence over his or hers. And this person has to be careful not to let others to the point where the others' needs completely dominate this person's life, because it could get to the point where this person may be causing the person to be derailed in trying to complete his or her own activities and interests and things that need to be accomplished by this person. This person, I mean, I'd also look at the astrological chart as well, because this could modify this energy to some degree. I mean, for example, let's say you have a preponderance of planets in the first quadrant in your chart. The first quadrant astrological chart, of course, consists of houses 1, 2, and 3. Or let's say with very strong Aries influence, and you have a Aries chart signature, Aries sun, moon, or ascendant. You might be a little bit more egocentric and more about being self-reliant and doing things for yourself, being more self-sufficient. And is compared to the average person that may have the destiny number 2. If you have the destiny number 2 and have anything that I just described astrologically, you might be a little bit more independent and self-reliant than the typical destiny number 2 person. And even if you say you have the majority of your planets on the left side of your natal chart. This could be another indicator where you could be more self-sufficient, self-reliant, and more independent, in contrast to many others that have destiny number 2 in their numerology chart. Now, let's say you have destiny number 2 though, and in your astrological chart you have a very strong Libra 7th house influence, and you have, say, a preponderance of planets on the right side of the chart, then this would fairly confer or reinforce this energy of destiny number 2, and you could really be very strongly connected with others, ingratiating yourself with others, and doing things where you're collaborating with others as opposed to doing them more independently. Now, it could also be when you're talking about destiny number 2, as far as what these people may do in terms of any vocations. This person could be a mediator, a diplomat, somebody that works in some kind of intervention, or some kind of marriage counselor, a person that deals with reconciliation. It could be an arbitrator, a person that finds a way to help, works as a negotiator and tries to find something fair for both parties. It could be somebody that might work in some kind of legal field or profession, such as working as a judge, an attorney, or paralegal. This a person, again, could be very connected, very strong about compromise and negotiation and reconciliation. And keep in mind too, if you look at, like, say, you look at your life path number in your chart, life path number again could be connected with your attributes, and it could show maybe a certain direction. Be more connected with something you may choose in life. I mean, if let's say you have a life path number in your chart that indicates you may be doing something as far as something like really deep research or something with the astrology, be called supernatural, but then you have the destiny number 2. It could be where you do things on a more collaborative level, so to speak, and doing things with others, or say you have a life path number 4 in your numerology chart, and say you feel like you're directed toward doing something with the home, or some kind of home renovation, improvement, remodeling. The thing about it is, if you have the destiny number 2, this could be more where you maybe want to do so a little bit more with others as opposed to independently. So those are some ways that this could manifest and pan out. And as far as destiny, having the destiny number 2 in numerology goes. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this numerology segment for my take on destiny number 2. And stay tuned next time. We'll be talking about destiny number 3 in numerology. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.